network. I am so excited to be back in the car and, getting to tell you about this awesome thing. It's a new trend that I'm seeing, and that is sensory travel. That is, you are taking your travel experiences and you're meeting all of your five senses, which is seeing, touching, tasting, feeling, and hearing. And I think that that will be an awesome way to look at the way you should travel, the way you should connect, and the way that things should happen. So let me give you some examples. The first thing that I would say is seeing. Obviously, we have sightseeing, so that's fantastic. So, what different ways can you do that? If you're taking photos, it could be a photography excursion. It could be that you're going to see architecture, or you're going to see landscapes, or you're going to see, you know, uh, different artwork and things like that. Maybe it's murals. Maybe it's a good chance for you to do that. Maybe it's scenery. It could be cedar trees or rivers. It could be that you're filming what you're doing. So visually through your eye, you're going to make a movie, or you're going to have that experience and you're going to go ahead and see your surroundings. And then, of course, it's color. It's looking at the way that things are expressed. We look at, again, different colors as far as architecture is concerned, like the reds and the blues and the greens and all the different versions of that. I love if you've gone to Latino communities, the bright colors. I love that. I think it's fantastic. So you can see it. And then the next one, music of the birds, the lapping of the waves, the babbling of the brook, or maybe it's just the sound of your kids playing, or maybe it's the sound of your family, or it's the sound of nothing at all, just being in the moment and taking that moment saying, I've earned a right to just take a breath and just experience quiet. And that can be true too. Um, so nature sounds and music sounds are incredible. We've got great cities and great spaces where you can do that all over the country. Feel, touch, to touch things. It could be that you want to go produce something. This is my crafters. Maybe you're wanting to make jewelry. Maybe you want to do sculpture. Maybe you want to cook. If you want to cook, the idea of chopping and mixing and kneading bread in the ways, that's all feel and tactile and touch. It could be that you're getting a massage that is somebody else that is, massaging you and making sure that that feels awesome. It could be that you're painting, and that painting, the act of drawing or coloring, or just using your hands to create sculpture, or even if it is in food, that it could be that you're designing a charcuterie board. It's the way that you get together, it's the way that you experience it. Could be that you're crushing things. Could be that you are out there and you're doing physical activity. So it's that you're exercising, or you're walking, or jumping, or hiking, or bungee jumping, or parachuting, whatever it is that you love to do, but it's that physical active touch. Could be the wind flying on your face because you're coming through a on a boat. Hello, Henry. I welcome. So I really, really like the idea of touch. I think that's important. I think that that is something that when we are traveling, we want to physically experience the place that we're in. Maybe it's touching the trees and all that. Hello, is it VJ? Good to have you on here. So there's all that is absolutely incredible. Doing well. Um, so yes, touch is important. Then we have the sense of smell. Now the sense of smell is unique because it's not only something that we do on a regular basis, but it's also that we end up using it as part of our food. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Um, so ultimately, when we're looking at the sense of smell, it could be that it is a natural earth. For example, right now it is raining outside in this area. So when I step outside, I can smell the soil. I can smell all the things that I'm looking for. When I smell flowers, walk by flowering trees, I smell that. When food is being cooked, I can smell that. When it is, if I'm making soaps or lotions or things like that, you put your own scent into it. So the sense of smell is important. But also when it comes to cooking, there is a relationship between what we taste and what we smell. So we have to make sure that we're bringing that all in. Also, as a person who's a wine person, you also smell your wine before you taste it because it helps actually increase your knowledge of what you're tasting and how you're tasting it. You can also eat citrus to clear your palate, and that will allow you to taste your food even better yet. So that is fantastic. So making sure that your sense of smell is really good is amazing. Some people will make perfume. Maybe you're a perfumer and you're out there and you're making that, or you're making teas, or you're making having a cup of coffee is fantastic. I mean, I've got a cup of coffee, and I'm like, you know what? Just having a cup of coffee and smelling your coffee. If you have a chance to do a coffee tasting, that also is part of the next thing, which is tasting. If you do a coffee tasting, they'll teach you about how to look at the beans, how to roast the beans, how to swirl, how to taste where it comes from, the history, the origin, and then you get to taste it. If you're doing a wine and food pairing, or a beer and food pairing, or maybe just a pairing of food overall, so it is fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Assertivo. Thank you. Welcome for subscribing. So ultimately, there is this idea of tasting that is important. And where we go, where we travel to, there is a flavor or profile wherever we are. So if you're in a certain region, whether it's a global region, maybe it's a country internationally, or locally or domestically, there isn't a part of the country that you taste where you are. That's kind of like terroir, which is the ground that people are growing things in, but it also can be just a regional space. So if you have your favorite dish, put it in the chat, of course. What is the favorite thing you like to eat? Where's the favorite place you like to eat? What does your mom cook the best? What does your dad cook the best? Or what do you cook the best? I love that because it gives us a chance to really get to know that. Hello, great to have you on here. Um, so absolutely, it is a fantastic way of being to get to taste your way through travel. Because again, I think food is connection, food is relationship, food is family, food is culture. And so food really can be a sight, taste, touch, you can even hear food because cheese curds, if you've ever eaten a cheese curd, it squeaks, which is very, very different. So it is wild to kind of have a cheese curd that squeaks. But ultimately, the way that we eat, the way that we travel, the way that we express ourselves, we use all of our senses. So my hope for you on this amazing weekend, because it is the beginning of summer in most of the country in the United States. Some people have a little bit longer, but majority of us are going into summer. So we're going to be going to lakes. We're going to be going to travel around the country. We're going to eat great food. We're going to go experience things. We're going to be swimming. We're going to do all the things that we like to do to rest, to take a break. So I want you to experience it. I want you to really get your senses involved. I want you to really hear things, see things, taste things, touch things. I want those hear things. I want those to be part of what you're doing. Because I think one of the things that we do is, unfortunately, we do everything through this. We do everything through the screen, which I think is fantastic. I love meeting you all. I love having you guys on here. Thank you so much for watching. That is incredible. But I also love to really experience things. I like to really in real life experience things and connect to people and visit with them and find out where they're from and find out about their families and background and history. I think that's the way that we connect as human beings. And I think that is super important. I think that it's a way for us to really experience life together. And life experienced together is a well lived life. Now, before I get done, I want to let you know that next week I will be talking a little bit about ways that you can become a sponsor, ways that you can invest in the network, because I think that's important. I think what I'm doing, oh, pasta is my favorite too. I love some pasta. I love making my own sauces and layering those sauces with fresh vegetables and herbs and things like that. And then maybe a splash of wine in the middle. And then you put it, I mean, it is fantastic. So yes, I love me some pasta. I love some steak. I love beef. I know not everybody does. And in some countries, it's not a food that you would eat on a regular basis. But I love beef. I love just grilling food. I love that. I cook fish and I don't eat it, but my wife loves it. So ultimately, I cook for her because she enjoys it. Um, I like to cook things that maybe are interesting, something different, something just to learn, because I think it's a good chance for me to learn and grow and educate myself. I also eat things naturally. My yard has nothing sprayed in it, so I can go and eat dandelions. I can go and eat things out of my backyard that are available to me that of course are healthy and then don't have anything sprayed on them, which is fantastic. My garden sucks right now. Honestly, it's not doing great. We've had the worst, kind of craziest weather, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, and it's not been great. So hopefully that gets better, and we'll see as we go along. The things that I have that are annual or perennial that keep coming back, they're doing well. But the things I've planted or put seeds in, not much. So my hope is that that changes as the year goes along, or I'm gonna have the saddest gardening channel ever, where I just sit there and cry, and that's no fun for anybody. Crying channel is no fun in gardening. It should be happy channel. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so there will be a lot coming up on the network. I look to do these at least once a week, usually about 3 o'clock, because I'll have to go pick my kiddos up. Um, my favorite food ever, I like a good artisan cheese, like Parmesan, something like straight up like that. I love a steak. And I love like I just love good hearty food. Meat and potatoes. I like a fried potato with onions and butter and all that. And I mean, it's like it's not low fat. None of it is low fat necessarily. I just enjoy food. It's just something I enjoy eating. I enjoy cooking. I love cooking because it helps me focus. Because when you're chopping a vegetable or you're chopping food, you got to pay attention because if not, you're going to cut your finger off. So it makes you focus. It makes you concentrate on what you're doing, and then it helps you out. So it is important. So I want to really wrap this up by saying this. The way that we travel is the way that we connect, the way that we ground ourselves. It's the way that we listen and when we have relationships. But the ultimate thing that it does is it shows that we are authentic, that we are real. And I think when we do all of these things and we connect to each other and we experience each other, this is a great way for us to do that. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. You've got a little bit out of it. You're a little inspired to go travel and have your sensory experience. Go try it, go travel. And you know what? Come back, put in my comments where you went and what you did. And just make sure that you're like, listen, y'all, let's go do this. Let's make this happen. Thank you so much. And thank you, Henry. I appreciate it so much. You are absolutely incredible. And thank you for everyone that was on here, that was in the comments. You guys are phenomenal. And I can't wait to see you next time I jump on.